that I think is really unique to the Boston area and Massachusetts is that there is such a strong community of mission-driven developers here. And I think that that's
True.
something that I've really enjoyed coming to Massachusetts and getting to know all of the various community centered developers and seeing the ways that our cities and towns across the region develop partnerships with these affordable housing developers. And so that whenever an upzoning like Squares and Streets or in other communities is happening, the city or town or the Affordable Housing Trust or the Community Preservation Committee, they can actually, kind of go and talk to those affordable housing developers and say, hey, we just did this change to our zoning and we want more affordable housing. We like how you develop in communities. Let's work together to develop the types of new housing and commercial spaces and sites that we want to see. And so I think that that's another opportunity to make sure that we're creating community centered new developments that get at some of these other issues of affordability and mitigating displacement.
I think that that point of just advocating as community members, advocating for our community and seeing those opportunities and making those connections are so important. And I know, Enrique, you're aware of one development like that is happening, Bank of America, hopefully, fingers crossed. That's going to be a terrific project. Do you know anything more about that? Could you tell us a little bit of give us an overview and how the zoning change applies to that project too?
Absolutely. So what's happening down the street from my house is a senior housing, all affordable project by B'nai B'rith, where they actually have a current project right now in Hyde Park over at 1201 River Street,
Mhm.
where you can see that this is a 55 plus friendly community where it's a mixed income from all the way down from 30% all the way up to 100% AMI. And annual medium income. That's what AMI stands for. I know I probably use too many acronyms in my day-to-day
I
basis.
appreciate you clarifying that. Thank you.
But what's beautiful about this is that I know there's been some concerns about if they're going to preserve the commercial space. They are going to preserve the commercial space because I know that there's a lot of support for the beautiful thrift shop that we have there, where local residents work there. So the spokesperson for B'nai B'rith has done a good job of realizing that they have to preserve that commercial space in the bottom while also producing affordability in the top. So that's what you're going to see in Rossi Square coming down the pipeline soon. And I think that's going to be one of the first examples. Once Squares and Streets hopefully is approved, they're going to be able to follow the guidelines there, and it'll be a much quicker process. And what happens there is that because of the process being quicker, it's going to be more affordable for that organization to be able to build that housing. So potentially even making the rent even more affordable.